It is a full-fledged Pluto party out there, and Pluto is in Capricorn. So time is being rebirthed. It is a very immense time. If you follow the Gregorian calendar, today is January 30th, 2026, the end of the first month of the year. And I recorded a reading inside of my cosmic arts training all about this Pluto party that is going on. So here is a clip from that now. If you want the full reading as well as monthly live readings with me every single month, including my cosmic arts training where you learn about each of the 13 signs and everything above and below the ecliptic, all of the constellations that encircle the zodiac, then join me inside of cosmic arts training. And if you're not interested in learning how to read the sky for yourself, that's totally fine. I have a new offer that's coming out very, very soon that I'll talk about at the very end. Let's dive into the reading. Hello, stargazers. Welcome to Capricorn season. It has been a hefty start to this season with all of these Pluto conjunctions. This will be the case for Capricorn season for many years to come as Pluto moves ever so slowly, and it is just at the start of Capricorn. Now, we have had really a once in a lifetime experience of having a cluster of planets all around the sun since the new moon last week or 2 weeks ago almost, and moving into the start of Capricorn season. How are you all feeling? What have you been moving through? Pluto conjunctions are always very immense, quite groundbreaking. Sometimes it feels like the earth shatters open so that new life can emerge from within it, but you have to kind of move about the rubble for a little while, at least mentally or in your heart, as we can see from Pluto and Venus and Mars being present as planets with all of these conjunctions. So let's dive into what the sky looks like today and what it means for all of us collectively and our leadership. So here is the True Skies chart on the truesky.masteringthezodiac.com website. But first, I want to look at the Stellarium web so we can look at the sky and really orient ourselves in the sky. So we can see that everything is happening in Capricorn. Capricorn, the mer dragon of the cosmos, is where the action is at. So the sun and Vesta are actually really close together. Here's Vesta. I didn't actually look that up actually, but that's good to know. Interesting. That will add an extra layer of dimension to today's collective reading. And then we have Venus and Mercury over here in the mer tail end of the water dragon that is Capricorn. And then, of course, at the throat of Capricorn and right below Aquila, the brightest star in the Eagle constellation, which is the United States founding constellation. So it's there's a Pluto return occurring for the United States of America. So if you're from there, it is a very immense time right now in that country. And the eagle represents, that higher level vision, that higher plane. That is what it metaphorically represents. And this particular star, you can look up what any star means. I just literally Google it, or I like to use my little duck guy, DuckDuckGo. And the AI summary is really great, but Astrology King is also a great place to find out information about each of the fixed stars as you learn even more about each of the stars in the sky. And Altair is the brightest star in the constellation Aquila, which is the great eagle. Of course, it's not 1 degree Aquarius. It's literally almost entire sign back. It's at the very start of Capricorn, as you can see here in the throat of Capricorn. And it is associated with courage, ambition, a strong desire to explore new frontiers, linked with characteristics of Mars and Jupiter, bold, confident, valiant, unyielding, ambitious. So very powerful. But with Mars there, that can be kind of unyielding aggression, unyielding force, effort. It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be everything under the sun, literally. And so we're sitting with this energy of our personal actions and also our collective actions being very important right now. And it is the start of the Gregorian year. We're just at the end of Gregorian January, but we are really just near the beginning of Capricorn season. You can see here that the sun is not really yet in the middle of Capricorn. I still think of it as the start. We're still really marinating in the energy of what does it mean to be in Capricorn season this particular year. And with Mars leading here, and Mars is right next to Pluto. Mars and Pluto had their conjunction earlier this week. It is incredibly transformative, the action that is being asked from us, the action that is being pulled from us. It feels like truly, truly lifetimes, our own lifetime of pain, transformation, resurrection being called forth from us so that we can create the world anew for ourselves. And with Venus and Mercury together in Capricorn as well, in the tail end of Capricorn, it is really asking us to be very, very loving with our thoughts and our beliefs, the way that we are conceiving about our lives, about our past, especially about our trauma. A lot of people, myself included, are remembering deep, profound traumas, specifically from this life, because this is Capricorn we're talking about. And although it is the Mer dragon, it is still an earthly sign. It is here to be in the body. It is here to be on the earth. So, in your physical body in this lifetime, you are remembering pains and traumas and transmuting them, thinking about them differently, being called to heal, being called to seek therapy, seek support. I know I've been in many, many healing containers during these Pluto conjunction times. And with Mars being here, it's this action pulling us forward to say, it can't be the way it was again. So now you have new beliefs. You have new ways of thinking about yourself. You have new ways of treating yourself and your body. You have new boundaries, new standards, new expectations leading the way. And everything in Capricorn is really consolidating you to have your ambition be one of healing, be one of peace, be one of groundedness, be one that is able to actually walk forth in the world with love because you've faced all of your demons. You have climbed the mountain within you and able to beautifully look at the landscape above the same way that an eagle would. So if your ambition is to heal, is to cultivate love, is to create, even though you might want to stop because the pain is overwhelming, know that you can face this. I think of the Taylor Swift quote, which is so Capricorn. It's like, you're on your own, kid. You can face this, right? You have the power within you, have the strength within you, have the resiliency within you. And it's about staying steadfast. That's a word I learned from I mean, I knew that word, but it was brought up to me again by one of my beautiful Capricorn leaders in my life, Rochelle, who's the woman's alignment coach on Instagram and online if you want to find her. And she's a powerful Capricorn leader. And she was talking about being steadfast. And being steadfast means that you are present, you are there, you are reliable, you show up for you, and you show up for the pain in life, right? You don't ignore it, you don't try to spiritually bypass it, you are there with it, ready to transmute it and ready to really transform it into poetry, which is really what Capricorn does. It's transforming our life's lessons, our life's work into the poetry of our lives. And that is where the beauty of Mercury and Venus meeting here in the tail of Capricorn might be really inspiring you to read beautiful works, to write beautiful works, to really communicate in a way that is beautiful, that is loving about your life and your lessons so far. So, very powerful lessons to be had personally and also collectively. What is the human collective story happening on Earth, perhaps specifically happening here in America, because Pluto return is happening for America? And what does that mean on the greater scale? What gets to be our story of resilience and strength and creating love through our deepest pain and adversity? Sitting with all of that, being with it, allowing it to be, and noticing what wisdom is coming up for you and what you're being called to do, create, think, love at this time, because deep transformation is happening and Pluto is the ultimate alchemist for it all. So just looking at all of this. And then here is Vesta. So you might be really noticing that you have a real desire to be at home, right? For those of us in the north, it is winter time. It is time of the hearth fires, keeping the warm, keeping the house warm. And I know I've been making so many bone broths and stocks and soups and keeping my body warm as well. So there is very much this tending to energy? What can you do to tend to your home, to make it a warm place, a warm and safe place for you to transform, cultivate your power? Dive into your resilience without forcing yourself to not be human, to not feel, to not be with the grief that you're currently processing, right? It's giving yourself the comfort of a beautiful meal and a warm home and a great night's sleep and the things that your body really needs to feel safe in this moment, right? Capricorn is still an earth sign. It wants you to feel safe and grounded, but it's really doing that powerful alchemical work of making sure that the whole earth is safe and grounded. And for many of us leaders that are here to create peace and prosperity on this planet, we want to ensure that the world is safe. But first, we have to make sure that we feel safe. If you enjoyed that reading and you want the rest of it, it is inside of Cosmic Arts Training. But if you would like another space to have a cosmic conversation, then my new Telegram group is opening very, very soon in the next couple days, as soon as I complete the natural cosmic calendar that will be our accompaniment inside of the Telegram group. So, this is your space to attune to the natural sky with my new solar cosmic calendar based on each of the solar seasons, starting with Sagittarius solstice 2025, ending with the end of Sagittarius season 2027. So it includes all of 2026. And then I will be including a lunar calendar as well, but that won't start until the Aries new moon way over in May of 2026. This is going to be your space to tune into the natural rhythm of time, the natural cosmic cycles, where I will drop in and leave notes, voice notes, text, and also respond to some of the questions that you have around each seasonal shift. It is a monthly subscription container, and you get the digital download calendars included. You can cancel at any time and just make sure that you download the calendars and you get to keep those forever. So the Cosmic Conversation Telegram group is opening up very, very soon. I will have the link below as soon as it is ready for you, and I can't wait to talk. It's stellar to subscribe. See you in the stars.